Welcome, Cancer, to your February 2025 reading, and thanks for tuning in. Now, Cancer, just a few little messages here. Now, I've done some more of your free mini readings that I was offering, so check out your notifications. Now, everyone else, I'm still working through them. People aren't watching them at all. So what I may potentially do in the next few months is just to ask everyone who has requested a free mini reading, if you haven't received yours, maybe just re-request it. At least I know you're actually going to listen to it or watch it. Now, for everyone else, I'm not offering them anymore. I'm not doing the free ones, but if you would like a mini reading from me, you can donate whatever amount. Doesn't have to be a large amount, and I will film a reading for you, and I will leave you a link if you want to put a comment in the comments section below to ask me a question or ask me something to focus on. I will do your video and I will leave that link in response to your comment. So yeah, we'll do it that way, I think, from now on. Now, also, if you would like to help my channel, I've started an online store. I've left the link below for you to have a look at. It's not really to do with tarots, it's to do with my other love of antiques and jewelry. There's some beautiful crystal pieces there, antique jewelry as well. All the pieces are one-off pieces. They're bespoke, made by my beautiful mum, and you can check those out, and you might even want to buy someone a gift for Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day if you do follow Valentine's Day. But let's get into your reading. Now, wow, right off the bat, 3 queens here and 2 knights. Now, this is very significant. Now, the interesting thing was I did a reading for Aries and they got 4 queens. So I don't know if you've got a significant Aries in your life. You might want to check out their reading. But Queens and the Knights, you've got royalty here. You've got a lot of people around you in February, but Queens are the nurturers of the tarot. They are the protectors of the tarot. They have that beautiful caring element about them. So I feel like you are really being watched over here in February, just like I said to Aries. But the interesting thing here is that if these don't represent people in your life, and I'll go into more detail about them when I get to them, you yourself are going to be taking on a lot of the energies of these court cards as well. And you may be finding that you are nurturing and caring for your friends and family during this time as well. You know, you are so kind and beautiful and emotional, Cancer. You are just really loving and caring. And so, you know, people do feel very comforted in your presence. So this could potentially be you doing a lot of the nurturing here, but definitely you as well are very protected here. Now, those knights, the Knight of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords. Now, the Knight of Pentacles can talk about an earth sign, so a Capricorn, a Taurus or a Virgo, and the Knight of Swords can be an air sign, that is a Gemini, a Libra or an Aquarian here. But what knights often talk about is the movement of energy. And so I feel like here, and it's interesting, you've got the slowest moving energy in the Knight of Pentacles, and then you've got the whirlwind energy of that Knight of Swords as well, which is quite interesting. So there's a kind of a balance here, some slow and some fast, but you know, that Knight of Pentacles, although it is slow, it's movement forward and there's no going back. So if you've been struggling financially, if you've been struggling physically in any way, it's it's moving on. Things are moving on, albeit slow. It's slow and steady, you know. And when that Knight of Pentacles does show up in a reading, it kind of tells you that it's time to move along. So if you have been procrastinating a little bit, now is the time to get things going and to take action, you know. And it's also kind of confirming that the plans that you may have made, particularly if it is to do with a career or a passion project or something like that, they're excellent plans. And now move on them, work, you know, start commencing some, putting some work towards it, and things are going to work out very, very well for you here, Cancer. It's going to be really, really good. You know, and keep your integrity throughout the whole process and follow through on any promises that you make people and that kind of stuff, but things are going to work out very, very well. And then you have that Knight of Swords. Wow, that is completely opposite energy. I feel like you're going from slow to like burnout kind of energy. It's so fast. So I feel like once you are on the move, things are going to change so quickly. And you know, I feel like with the Knight of Swords, this can also throw you a little bit off guard as well, because it's so changes are going to be coming into play so quickly that it can almost be like stepping into this whirlwind. You know, you might have been feeling like your life has been moving really slowly or not even at all, particularly with that energy of the Knight of Pentacles. But wow, when that Knight of Swords shows up, it's, like I said, like stepping into a whirlwind. It's just like, whoop, things are going to shift and change fast. And yeah, there's a lot of action that you're going to be taking here, and very passionate action. You're very excited. You've got that Ace of Wands, particularly right beneath that Knight of Swords. So if you've, you know, if you're artistic in any way, you're going to get like downloads. There's new inspiration here. There could even be a new career, a new job that you want to go for. This, yeah, it's really, really exciting. Really exciting. But that Queen of Cups. Now, this is a water sign. I would normally read this as a Scorpio. But again, any water sign, and this can even represent you as well, Cancer, just because you are a water sign. But the Queen of Cups, as I said, this is probably the most nurturing queen of all. So emotionally stable, very, this is just a very deeply emotional card. And it actually is asking you to care for other people when this card does show up, and nurture other people. But not only that, remember to nurture yourself. And for some of you, you might even be going into a field where you do counsel or nurture other people. You might be deciding to get some more skills, to train, to get into psychology or psychotherapy or something like that. You've got the Five of Wands right beneath that Queen of Cups card. So you might be feeling like you want to maybe even get into nursing or caregiving of some sort. But yeah, very, very nurturing energy here. It's absolutely beautiful. And, you know, when this card comes out, feelings are really running deep here. And, you know, very significant things are happening in your relationships as well. whether they're romantic or platonic relationships. I feel like there's emotional needs around you, or people with emotional needs that that you will be helping out and looking to help out here as well. Now, the Queen of Swords, again, another queen. Wow. I would normally read this as a Libra, but this can be any air sign, so Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This is very balanced energy. This is you balancing your head and your heart, I feel here, and even your passions and desires. I feel like they're all coming to the forefront in February, but the Queen of Swords is someone that can look at a situation and weigh up all angles. They're a really good person to go to ask for help. And as I said, if people are asking you for help, for emotional assistance, I think this is going to be, you're going to be able to tap into this as well and really weigh up, look at situations from a non-emotional perspective and give them answers or advice based on the facts, based on what you see, based on your intellect, and weighing things up, and then be able to advise from there. And again, this, if you need to assess certain issues and problems that are going on in your life, I feel like that's a good way to approach them as well, to balance out all sides, weigh things up, and then make any decision from there. Now, that Queen of Wands, I would normally read this as a Leo, but this is any fire signs, so an Aries, a Leo, or a Sag here. Queen of Wands, beautiful, warm, loving, emotional, adventurous, exciting, kind of queen as well. She's lovely to have around, and she's very passionate and, very driven. When she's got something in mind that she wants doing, she can do it. She's got that inner strength to do it. And when the Queen of Wands kinds of shows up, it's kind of saying to you, what are you waiting for, Cancer? There is nothing that you cannot accomplish. So like I said, if you've been wanting to, and it's kind of a very similar energy or message in that Knight of Pentacles. It's like, come on, it's time to make a move now. Go for it. What are you waiting for? You've got the inspiration. You've got the passion. You've got the drive. There is new beginnings here for you, Cancer. You can do this. And I feel, like I said, some of you are training or learning, doing something. That Five of Wands is that card of honing your skills and getting better at what you do, getting some new skills, sort of challenging yourself, make yourself uncomfortable in a way. With change, there is discomfort, but that is what drives you forward. And boy, oh boy, you know what, I haven't brushed it off, but excuse me. I just breathed in my saliva. I'm just going to get a drink. But I was focusing on all the queens and the knights and the people, but you are showing up in your own reading in the Chariot card there. The Chariot represents Cancer. And when you show up in your reading, that is so powerful. You are, this card talks about you being in the driver's seat. And it's actually, the message is compounded because you are the Cancer. You are in the driver's seat. I'm just going to have a drink. Sorry about that. This isn't an easy thing to do. When the Chariot shows up, it says you're running your own race. You call the shots. You say how fast you want to go. You say how slow you want to go, where to turn, when to stop, when to speed up. You are the driver in your own life, and that is exhilarating and it's exciting to be in that situation. But it's also scary too, because there's no one else to blame other than you if things go wrong. So it's a really difficult thing to be doing, to be calling the shots and taking control of whether it's your emotions, your relationships, your career, your passions, your ideas. When it's all up to you, like I said, it's exciting, but it is scary as well. But it's great news, and like I said, very, very powerful. Things are really changing up here for you. Now let's get some clarifying cards. I don't know if I mentioned, did I mention that this is my Angel Tarot deck? This was the first deck I was ever given, and it's very old, very simple, but very old, and I'm using the Mystical Tarot to clarify. I love this deck as well. Okay, you've got the Four of Pentacles. You might be feeling like you're having to hang on to a certain situation. You might be feeling like you need to hang on to your money tightly. But this is a bit of a card of duality as well. You may be hanging on to things tightly, or boy, oh boy, money might be flying out of your pocket there. So again, you are making the decisions here. You're calling the shots. Now you've got the Seven of Swords and you've got the Ten of Swords here. So I feel like you are really definitely thinking outside the box. This is a card of strategic thinking, of doing things in a way to achieve the results that you want, in a way that you want to do them, and potentially in a way that is different to other people. And I feel like mentally, if you've been struggling or worrying about any decisions that you're making, or doing things incorrectly, or not doing things the way other people are doing it, that's coming to an end here. Something is dead, done and over with here. And also for some of you, if you have been involved, if one of these people is someone that doesn't have your best interests at heart, or is a bit of a liar, a cheater, a thief, and you're having to deal with someone like that in your life, I feel like you are really going to be ending any of those negative, toxic relationships as well. But definitely, I feel mentally, if you've been struggling that with depression or any kind of anxiety as well, that is dead, done and over with here as well. Wow. And I often when I do clarifying cards, the cards come out in a clump, but they are so significant. So I'm going to put the rest of the cards that you received out here, and they are all major. Oh no, they're not all major arcana. 3 are major arcana and 1 is a court card, but wow, very, very significant. Yep. Okay. So you have the Emperor, the World, the Four of Wands, and the Hermit card. So I feel like here, you know, the Emperor, now this is the card for Aries, so you may have a significant Aries in your life. But again, this is another message here where you are really being asked to step up to the plate, to write those lists out, organize your thoughts, your ideas, your plans, and then put them into action and go for it. And you are going to be so successful. As I said, the World card is a completion, a successful completion. You are leaving an era in your life. That's how significant the World card is. You are stepping through that portal to a brand new beginning. Now, for some of you, this may have to do with a marriage. If you are wanting to get married, or you've been planning to get married, some of you may very well decide that you want to get married, and that will let you step into that portal, your single life is gone and you can move on. Now, for some of you as well, there could be the end of a marriage here. Now, please take what resonates because not all messages will relate to everyone, but just the fact that you've got the 10 of Swords, which is an end of trouble and mental anxiety and worries, and also someone who doesn't have your best interests at heart there. Some of you may be deciding to move on, but the World card, there's no sadness in this ending. There's relief, there's happiness, there's joy, because you've succeeded. You've reached where you've attained what you wanted to, what your goals were, and you can move on. But this is a beautiful card, the Four of Wands, of stability, of building a wonderful home for your family, for your friends, that's secure and stable, and it's just lovely. And this can be you literally maybe building a home or buying a new home somewhere, or you could even just be working together to build a home, in the sense that you're renting a house together and you're making it beautiful and just how you want it, and it's wonderful. And the Hermit card there's a real wake-up call here for you. There's almost like you're being called, you're answering a calling, something that you've been wanting to do for a while. The Hermit is a Virgo. Did I mention that? I do apologize. But the Hermit is someone that goes off into a cave to seek enlightenment. And then once they've achieved that enlightenment, then they come out of their cave and they're able to assist those around them and share their knowledge and their wisdom here. So I feel for a lot of you are doing this in February. You're achieving a level of enlightenment there that perhaps you have been seeking for a while. And you can then close off a particular era in your life where you've been questioning and wondering whether you're doing the same thing, or wondering what path are you on, are you doing the right thing. You're going to be getting the answers here and validation for your thoughts, your ideas, and where it is you want to go, and know that you're on the right track. So I hope that all resonated. I'm going to get one final card from the Now I Understand Oracle deck. Woo, they came out straight away. There's more than one, but I'm going to take them. It's interesting, Aries got more than one as well. So definitely could be some Aries around you. Evidence. Dig deep, look further. When you seek, you shall find. Definitely connected with that Hermit card. Work, a new job is just around the corner. Changes in the workplace, that is definitely linked to that Ace of Wands. Absolutely on track. What was I saying? Keep going. What you're focused on now will be successful. Don't give up. That is absolutely what I was saying. You're on track. Your ideas, your thoughts, your direction, and look at that. Now I understand. This is a light bulb moment. What wasn't clearly known now becomes illuminated. I love those messages for you, Cancer. I really do. Have a wonderful February. Have a wonderful Valentine's Day. Please take me up on my offer if you'd like a reading. Just click the donate button, leave whatever amount you want. I'm not really fussed. I just want to know that you're going to come back and listen to your reading. Ask me a question or ask me something to focus on, and I will leave a link to your video in response to your comment. And check out my store as well and see if there's something there that you might like. Have a great month, and I'll see you next month. Bye.